I don't like Monday mornings, and I don't like Monday mornings when my hubby had to leave for work at 5 this morning. It was so hot I couldn't sleep all night, and then I had to get up mega early. Even though I didn't get up at 5, I still had to get up early because I had to get Ruby to the bus stop. And then I've got a blind man coming. Sounds a bit strange. I've got a blind man coming at 9ish because the company I use for my blinds have now started doing like roof blinds. They do like a shutter effect that goes straight across like roof lanterns, but I rang them up to see if they might be able to do one across my conservatory roof, which would be a bit of a game changer for our conservatory because it gets so hot in there. So obviously a blind across would stop the sun coming in, which would make a big difference. So they're coming at like 9ish to give me a quote. So obviously I've had to tidy up, rush round, I haven't had my breakfast yet, and it's like, oh my god, I'm such a rush. So anyway, I'm sorted. I think I just need to put a few more bits away and get some breakfast, brush my teeth, and then we should be ready for the blind man coming. It's so hot already. It's going to be about 31 degrees today. We're all going to melt. We're not designed for heat in England. We don't handle it very well. Right, let another day of hottiness begin. Right, super quick breakfast. So I've got 2 Weetabix, some chopped banana and some skimmed milk. Back on the healthy eating again. I've had nothing but chocolate, crisps and rubbish over the weekend. I'm disgusted with myself. Right, so I need to get my breakfast and then finish tidying up. Well, that went a bit wrong. So I literally put one mouthful in my mouth, and then the doorbell went, and the man was stood there from the blind company. He was here at 8:30, so I didn't get a chance to eat my breakfast. So I'm now about to go and eat soggy Weetabix, which I'm sure will be fine. I've made myself another cup of tea. So a really lovely man is going to email me a price across, but so he's going to email me a price across because I've had a quote for doing the wooden blinds in my bathroom, you know, like I had done in the rest of my house. So it's going to give me a price to do that in my bathroom, and then obviously this pleated blind thing that goes across your roof. Looks very interesting, so I'll have to wait and see how much it is, but he's going to let me know. But he was lovely, bless him. He could remember my old house because he's done blinds for me for years, but I've not seen him for years. But he could remember coming to my old house when I had a pink fridge and a pink oven, and my house was featured in a magazine, and he said, oh yeah, did you have your fridge and your oven sprayed pink to match your car? And I was like, yeah I did, because at my old house I had my fridge sprayed, a car garage, and I had my oven sprayed as well, all pink to match my pink car. It was very sweet before I had my like little smeg oven, but he could remember it all. He said, I can't remember what I did last week, but I can remember your old house. Bless him. So it's now 9:45. He was here quite a long time. We were chatting about dogs and roof lanterns and stuff, but he was lovely. So anyway, soggy breakfast. Right, let the Monday jobs begin. So first job of the day, bed stripping. So we'll get James's bed washed first. Let's get it in the washing machine. Right, next cup of tea. Been on the phone to my mum for an hour discussing blinds and the hot weather and lots of other things. So it's now 11:10, so I should really have had a coffee, but we've got another cup of tea. I think this is about my 4th cup of tea of the morning, and my iron has been out again. So I just got a few blouses and stuff left that I washed yesterday afternoon. They were dry, so I thought, you know what, little and often. So while I was on the phone to my mum, I actually did my little tiny bit of ironing. More tips for keeping cool. Just be like Winifred and just stay in the hole where it's cool. Are you okay there, Winifred? Hey, you got the best idea, haven't you? Five minutes on this chair before the sun gets on it. So I've got one friend there, and then I couldn't work out where my pensioner is. Dun, 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 dun. She's under my chair. Says hi, didn't she? Is she under the chair? We need to go in soon because it's getting too hot out here. Where's your friend Florence? Where's little Grandma Florence? Hey, where's Grandma Florence? Is she hiding? Dun dun dun. Grandma Florence under the chair. Oh, she's not daft, is she? She knows where it's coolest. Right, another hot job done. So I've just done James's bed for him, so that'll be nice and clean for tonight. Right, so it's my little mum's birthday soon, bless her. So if anybody wants to send my mum a card, you can send it to my PO box address and then I'll forward it and give it my mum on her birthday. I think that would be really nice. So if anybody did want to send my mum a birthday card, her birthday is not till the 27th of July. So you've got a couple of weeks if anyone did want to send her a card. I think it would really cheer her up. That would really make it special for her. So my PO box address is down below if anybody would like to send one. Obviously you don't have to, but if you did, that would be really lovely. So my mum's not into, she's into presents, but I think as you get older, you've already got everything that you need, and she gets cross if we buy anything expensive or anything. So I have bought her a solar powered water feature, the same as mine, with a little frog in it. But I also wanted to like make something because I know she loves crafty things, and I saw this in my magazine the other day. So it says make a rag rug flower posy. So I'm not sure if this is something I'll be able to do, but I thought they looked really, really effective. And I thought if I can do this, it'll be absolutely amazing. So instead of giving her a bunch of flowers, you can give her a bunch of little flowers that you've made. I've no idea if that's going to work out, but it was in my magazine. I've read all the instructions. I've managed to get some hessian. My mum had got a rag rug tool. I didn't tell her what it was for, but she did lend me one, so I have got one. And I've got lots of fabric and stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to cut up one and see if I can make it. So I've been trying to find something that's 5 centimetre in diameter, and good old Avon's helped me out. So this lid is just over 5, but it'd be perfect for drawing round. So this is my eye cream lid. So this is my eye cream. I just thought I'd show you why it's got no lid on it. So you get the gel and the cream, and that's what you rub on your wrinkles around your eyes. It makes them all puff up and look better. And I've also realised we've not done calendar of the day, so we better do that while we're up here. Let's hope it's a good one. Dun, 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 dun. I find it, what does that say? I find it shelter to speak to you. Oh, that's so lovely, isn't it? It just shows that if you find somebody special that you can love, it gives you a bit of shelter. That's so nice. Right, I must be mad. I've chosen the hottest day of the year to be inside sewing. So I've done a figure of 8 like it said, and I've stitched around it with my sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. I've snipped up some little bits of fabric like it said, and now you've got to get the tool and like poke it through there, which is like an old-fashioned rag rug technique, which I've never done before. So this will be interesting to see if I can do it. So this is my 10 pieces, so I think you need double that because obviously I've only filled half of it. They're so pretty. I really like it. I'm so impressed. I hope this is going to work out because it'll make such a lovely present if it does, and it's so simple. Right, I've cut some more out. Let's see if we can get the next bit done. Oh, so I do need to cut out a little bit more fabric, so it probably takes maybe 30 little bits. So I've done about 23 or something, so I do need to cut a little bit more out to finish this corner. But I've got to go and fetch some milk, and I've got to drop my neighbour's paper. I've got to get my neighbour's paper. I've got to take my neighbour's prescription to the doctor's. I've got to post a parcel for my husband. So I thought before it gets too hot, we'll go and do it before we have a dinner. So the fun has got to stop, but we will be back up here hopefully in about an hour. So I really want to finish this. I want to do at least one to see what they look like. So let's go do our jobs and come back. Right, I've popped some lipstick on. It's very hot, as you can see. I'm a bit sweaty. So lipstick of the day today is the Lip Gloss Nourishing Shine. I can't remember what the colour of this one is. I'll have to get my magnifying glass out. But it is so good. So this one's not glittery, it's just glossy with a tiny bit of colour in it. But they're so moisturising and they make your lips feel absolutely wonderful. Brilliant for a hot day. Just so nice. So let me just check the colour. Gleaming Glava, I think it's pronounced. So lovely. Right, anyway, we need to go and do our job. Right, we're ready. So I've got my little like linen-y shorts on, my little pinky beigey coloured bag, a little very, very lightweight blouse, which is slightly more see-through than I realised. So if I keep my bag there, we'll be fine. But yeah, but it's very, very floaty, and I thought it'll keep me cool, protect my shoulders, obviously, from getting burnt and stuff. And my little sandals. So off we go, running errands. I can't wait to get back to see my little flower. Right, first job done. Now we've arrived at Tesco, got to get some milk, and then we've got to drive around to the doctor's. It's boiling. I think it's 31 degrees at the minute. Next job done. So it's 30.5 degrees. It was lovely in there because they've got air conditioning. It was really cold. It was so nice. Right, let's get to the doctor's. So it's 30.5 degrees, it's 5 to 1. I might go and get my dinner and sit in here and eat it. Oh, the aircon in my husband's car is so good. I think it's better than my air conditioning. And we've got Rick Astley on the radio. What more could you possibly want? Hang on, let's get a bit of Rick on. Right, I've had to get out the car. So I'm just going to take my neighbour's paper across. Oh, that's so sad that Lee's baby died. Oh, that's awful. Right, I'm just going to post my neighbour's paper, come back and get my dinner. Back home and more washing hung out. That's the joys of a heat wave. You can get your washing dry. Right, there's my dinner. So for dinner today, I've got seafood sticks, little tomatoes, mackerel in brine, 3 little corn things, and the rest of my Pinot Grigio. I'm joking. But wouldn't it be lovely if I could just finish that? I've just took it out of the fridge as well, but I'm going to put it in the cupboard for a moment when I need to finish it. So I've got a nice cup of coffee in my little Daisy Duck mug, which is very, very cute and probably more suitable to a Monday. Although maybe we should have the wine. My dinner was lovely. So I've just given Dolly a little mini bath because I didn't realise she'd got some poo stuck in her fur at the back and it had gone all hard. And I thought, it can't be very comfy. So you've had a bottom wash. Does your bottom look all straggly? But it feels nice now, doesn't it? Look at your little wet feet. Ooh, is that better? It's nice to have a clean bottom, isn't it, my dear? So Jane, what have you been doing this afternoon? Well, I've spent the afternoon washing my dog's bottom. Right, so now I need to get back to my flowers. I've only got about an hour till I've got to go and fetch Ruby off the bus, which is unbelievable. Today's just gone so fast. So without further ado, we need to go back and cut some more bits of fabric and see if we can make at least one flower. I'll just look where all the pensioners are. They've got the right idea. Look, there's one there. Not sure where the other one is. We've kept all the blinds shut and everything, try and keep the heat out. Pensioner number 2. It's Granny Florence. Nice to see my little pensioners keeping cool. Oh, it's so hot up here, but the trouble is, this is where all my fabric is. So I think if I'm going to make loads, I'd probably pick all my fabric out and stuff and take it downstairs and cut it all out. But I just want to finish this one flower, so do you need to cut a little bit more fabric out? Well, I've sort of finished it. I haven't got any sticks. I thought these might be all right, but they're not actually long enough. So this is what you kind of get left with. I perhaps needed to put a little bit more fabric in, but obviously when it's all glued together, they'll be quite effective, I think. I really like it. So now I'm thinking perhaps I could go and find some sticks. There is a little wood thing not far from where I live, so I could actually try and go and get some sticks. I only need probably about, well, it says to make a bunch of 8, so if I made some for my mum, some for myself, that's 16 sticks. I'm sure we could find some really nice ones. Might go and have a look for some sticks. Right, we're going stick hunting. I don't be long because I want to see if I can get one glued together, because then I know if they do work, then I can do it properly for my mum for a birthday. Let's go find some sticks. Right, I've got my bag. It's 32 degrees. I've got bright yellow shoes on, so I won't get lost in the woods. Let's go. Right, get me out of here. I must look an absolute maniac, wandering around in the woods, picking sticks in my yellow shoes and talking to myself. Back in the car! I'm sure this heat is making me act daft. Right, so who knew that fetching sticks out of the wood was quite as therapeutic as it is? It was so peaceful, it was just like really, really nice and quite cool in there. It was lovely. So anyway, let's go home. Right, I've stuck one on, I've done it. I actually think it's probably better if you could sew them on. I think it would perhaps hold onto the stick a bit better, but I have glued this. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay on. For my first attempt, I really like it. When it's dry, I can fluff it up a bit more. Obviously this rest of the sticks I've left outside so they can dry, make sure there's no creepy crawlies or anything on them. But I think when they're all in a jug together, they will be pretty effective. So yeah, I love it. So it's just a bit of hessian, some old bits of fabric. I mean, you can cut anything up, old shirts, trousers, anything really. Obviously because you only need little strips, and you just thread them through the hessian. I love it. I'm gonna make myself some, I think, as well. Right, it's just gone 3 o'clock, so I'm waiting for Ruby to message me to say she's near, so I can't get stuck into anything really, so I'm just waiting for Ruby. I've had my message, so I need to go and get her. So back out into the 32, I can't speak today, back out into the 32 degrees. And weirdly enough, there's no sun. The sun has disappeared. It's just cloudy and very, very hot. But I'm just looking at my AVON makeup. It's still standing the test of the heat. Right, I've got her, but we're sat in the car because it's cooler, isn't it? With all the aircon blowing on us. Right, we've made it in the house. There's no sun. Look, no sun. She's so annoying. She keeps bringing all the toys outside. But I really like that little cushion thing, and I don't want it to get really dirty. Dolly, what have you got? Dolly! Dolly! There's no hope, is there? What are you doing with that? I don't want that outside. No. You'll get it dirty and then it won't be as nice. She's like, I really don't care. I'll do exactly what I want. There's my flower. So I'm going to do a few for my mum's birthday. I'm going to make myself a couple. But I think mixed in with some of the dry flowers, they look quite pretty. Oh, right, 4:30. I've sat and cut loads of these out. So I've done enough to make 4 flowers. And then I have stitched 6 little shapes, so I've got enough to do 6 flowers, but oh, it's took me absolutely ages. Oh, I've opened my balcony up a minute to let some air in. I don't know whether you better to keep your windows shut or open, but I just felt we needed a bit of air up here. Right, 10 to 5. I'm trying to think what other jobs I need to do. I need to water the garden. I've managed to give myself a blister on my finger from cutting out my little shapes to make my mum's flowers. I hope my mum will realise how much hard work's gone into these flowers. Anyway, so I've done Ruby's tea. She's had a pasta meal thing. We've got like a microwave meal thing, but it's only 10 to 5, so I thought I'll hang on a bit longer. So I think I'm going to water my front garden first, then that's another job done. Right, ladies and gentlemen, where's my tea? So for tea tonight, I've got Tesco sweet and sour low calorie meal, boiled eggs, lots of celery leaf, and a naughty bit of garlic bread. So off to enjoy it. Anybody guess what I'm watching while I'm eating my tea? Well done if you guessed. Thelma and Louise. I don't think I've ever watched it. I'm not quite sure, but I'm really enjoying it. It's so good. So I've watched 20 minutes of it, but now I've got to go and cook my husband's tea. I've got to do pack up for everyone for tomorrow. I've got to water my back garden. So I'd like to get to watch a bit more of this tonight, but whether I will or not, who knows. Ladies, love you both. Love you. Love you, my darling. Right, I've come outside to water. Discovered that mound, and we believe we have a mole. So we don't have enough, what with wasps, everything else, mice, whatever else we've had in the house. We've now got a mole. That's all we need. We can't wait for it to start making mounds across the ground. No. No. No, get out of my plant. No. No. The fun of trying to water when you've got a dolly with you. Ugh. Who knew that water was so entertaining? You are a dolly wally, aren't you? You're a dolly wally. Right, it is. I can't believe we've now got moles. Anybody else want to come and live here wildlife wise? Oh God, this blooming house. Anyway, so if you do enjoy just a little bit of real life, please subscribe to my channel. Come and find me on Instagram as mrscrazybaglady. My dogs have got their own Instagram, which is 3fluffles. My website is down below, and my little Avon shop is also down below. So as you can see, pretty much the Avon makeup has stood a very sweaty hot day. So I love you, leave you. I'll see you tomorrow. Please take care and stay cool. Tomorrow's going to be even hotter. See you tomorrow. Bye.